Have you ever paused to consider that the daily bath you've trusted for decades, the one you thought kept you clean, refreshed, and healthy, might be doing more harm than good once you turn 70? That warm shower or leisurely soak you rely on to cleanse your body might be quietly depleting your skin's defenses, draining your energy, or even increasing your chances of a serious fall. It's a surprising notion. For much of our lives, we've been led to believe that frequent bathing equals better hygiene. But as we grow older, the facts start to shift, and what's considered healthy can dramatically change. In this video, we're uncovering the real truth behind how often seniors should bathe, and you might be shocked by what you learn. From thinning skin and hidden health threats to redefining what clean really means after 70, we're exposing it all. Stick around until the end, because we're revealing 7 surprising facts that might completely transform how you or a loved one manage personal care in later years. Plus, we'll share a simple, expert-approved method for staying fresh and healthy. No stepping into a slick bathroom required. You'll be amazed by how easy it is. And if you skip it, you might be missing out on a safer and more comfortable way to live. Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate it if you hit the like button. Supporting this video helps spread valuable wisdom about aging gracefully. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that now. And don't forget to enable the bell notification so you never miss another update. If you enjoy this content, comment the number 1 below. If it's not quite your thing, leave a 0 so I can improve future videos for you. Now let's begin. Taking a daily bath might harm older skin. Growing older changes our bodies, and after 70, our skin begins to evolve in deeply significant ways. Years of research, including studies from the University of Pittsburgh and UCSF, have shed light on how aging alters skin structure. The outer skin layer, the epidermis, starts thinning, and the dermis beneath it loses strength due to reduced collagen and elastin. Sebaceous glands slow down, producing fewer natural oils that once kept our skin supple. Even sweat glands reduce activity, leaving skin more prone to dryness. With these changes, our once resilient skin becomes far more delicate and less protected. For seniors, frequent bathing, especially with hot water or harsh soaps, can become a hazard, stripping away the body's remaining protective oils. According to dermatologists, this loss isn't just uncomfortable. It sets off a damaging cycle. At first, the skin may feel dry or tight, but that can turn into ongoing itchiness as the protective barrier breaks down. In severe cases, the condition called xerosis develops, leaving skin rough, scaly, and sometimes cracked. These cracks can hurt, bleed, and even lead to infections, especially in those with conditions like dermatitis. Beyond physical pain, this issue also affects everyday comfort. Imagine constantly scratching at itchy skin or dealing with cracked areas that snag on clothing all day long. For seniors with joint pain or mobility issues, daily bathing might already be difficult. Damaged skin only adds to the challenge. Hot water is particularly harmful because it dissolves lipids, which help the skin maintain its protective layer. Soaps with high pH levels disrupt the skin's natural acidity, which typically rests around 4.5 to 5.5 in healthy individuals. At an older age, this goes beyond cosmetics or comfort. We're talking about a real health risk. When the skin barrier is weakened, it becomes harder to keep out bacteria, fungi, or allergens, leading to infections or worsening existing wounds. What starts as a routine meant to improve hygiene can slowly undermine health and resilience in older adults. That's why it's worth rethinking how often seniors need to bathe. Believe it or not, bathing less often can help prevent infections. In a world that praises daily showers, this might seem counterintuitive, but it's backed by solid evidence. According to the New England Journal of Medicine, seniors who cut back on bathing saw a drop in the number of skin tears, those small but dangerous cuts that seem minor but carry major consequences. Unlike youthful skin, which heals quickly, older skin is thinner and much slower to repair. With aging comes reduced circulation, a weaker immune system, and slower cell renewal, all of which delay healing. These tears, though small, can open the door to serious bacterial infections like staph, strep, or worse, conditions that can escalate into cellulitis or even sepsis if left unchecked. The link between frequent bathing and skin tears is rooted in how water and soap affect senior skin. Hot water breaks down the skin's protective fats, while harsh soaps damage structural proteins like keratin, leaving skin more fragile. Even simple actions like putting on a shirt or bumping into furniture can cause delicate skin to split. Scrubbing, which many believe is necessary to feel clean, further stresses the skin. This ongoing cycle of stripping, drying, and stressing turns skin into a battlefield, one that's wide open for bacteria to enter. Seniors who bathe less frequently, say every other day or just 2 to 3 times a week, give their skin a chance to recover. Targeted washing of areas like the underarms and groin with a damp cloth can maintain hygiene without overwhelming the body. This strategy not only reduces skin injuries but also cuts down on pain, doctor visits, and potential hospitalizations. Especially for seniors with limited mobility or income, this low-risk routine can make a big difference. The takeaway: less bathing means fewer health complications. If you're still with us and finding this information helpful, please drop a number 1 in the comments to show your support. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep learning with us. Let's keep going. When it comes to aging, falls are far more dangerous than dirt. For older adults, the bathroom can turn from a place of cleanliness to a site of danger, and frequent bathing only increases the risk. According to the American Geriatric Society, falls are one of the top causes of injury and death among seniors. The CDC reports that more than 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and these incidents lead to millions of ER visits and serious injuries. As we age, muscle strength decreases, reflexes slow down, and conditions like arthritis or neuropathy affect balance. This makes bathrooms, especially with their wet floors and slick surfaces, a perilous place. Shiny tile floors, soap residue, and the high walls of bathtubs turn the simple act of bathing into an obstacle course. Each step into or out of the shower can become a risky maneuver. Add to that the vision-blurring steam, the disorientation caused by hot water, and the fatigue of standing for long periods, and the likelihood of slipping increases significantly. Experts warn that seniors are often most fatigued in the early morning or late evening, precisely when many prefer to bathe. A fall during these vulnerable moments can result in serious outcomes like hip fractures or traumatic brain injuries. Now imagine reducing bathing frequency, maybe just once or twice weekly, with sponge baths to manage hygiene between full washes. This alone slashes the number of high-risk moments seniors face each week. This trade-off is an obvious one. slightly less frequent bathing in exchange for significantly less risk of falling. A bit of body odor poses far less danger than a hospital stay caused by a slip and fall. For those living alone or with minimal support, avoiding a fall can be the key to maintaining independence. While tools like grab bars and shower chairs are helpful, fewer bath trips reduce the risk altogether. The data supports this approach. Programs that focus on minimizing unnecessary hazards lead to fewer injuries. Adjusting hygiene routines to prioritize safety over outdated norms could be life-saving for many seniors. Here's something that might surprise you. Your body can clean itself. It may sound far-fetched, but the human body comes with built-in systems that maintain cleanliness without needing soap or water. This isn't some modern fad. It's rooted in biology and refined over countless generations. The skin is more than a barrier. It's a living, breathing ecosystem made up of bacteria, natural oils, and a delicate pH balance. Together, these elements form the skin's first line of defense, keeping it healthy and free of harmful intruders. For seniors, whose skin is already more sensitive, frequent bathing interferes with this finely tuned system. Dialing back on showers allows the body to maintain its natural balance and keep itself clean in ways that soap and water can't replicate. This all comes down to the microbiome, the community of beneficial microbes that live on the skin. These microscopic allies, including helpful bacteria and even tiny fungi, feast on oils and dead skin cells, keeping harmful organisms at bay. Some of them produce natural antibiotics that guard against infections. Sebum, the oily substance produced by our skin, helps trap moisture and repel grime. Meanwhile, dead skin naturally sheds in a process called desquamation, carrying dirt away with it. Together, these systems form a remarkable self-cleaning process, one that doesn't require constant interference. But frequent hot showers and strong soaps break this system down. Hot water removes protective oils, and alkaline soaps upset the skin's natural pH, making it harder for good bacteria to thrive. For older adults, whose skin is already producing less oil, this creates an even greater imbalance. Research from dermatological journals, including the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, links excessive washing to dry skin, eczema flare-ups, and even allergies, all signs that the body's natural system is off-kilter. A more moderate bathing routine, using gentle cleansers only when necessary, allows the skin to stay stable. And when it comes to odor, the main reason people overbathe, focused washing of high sweat areas is usually enough. This method is not just gentler, it's smarter. It reduces the strain of bathing, preserves the skin's health, and works in harmony with how the body is designed. Historically, humans bathed far less often than we do now, yet they managed just fine. Seniors today can follow that example and put their trust back in their body's natural rhythms. The result: skin that's healthier, less irritated, and more capable of defending itself. Sometimes, the best care comes from doing less, not more. 6 baths a week can leave elderly individuals completely drained. Though bathing may appear to be a straightforward activity, for many people over the age of 70, it becomes an exhausting challenge that significantly affects their physical health. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, has brought attention to this often unnoticed issue, highlighting how the effort involved in bathing can deplete energy, strain aging bodies, and even provoke serious health symptoms. What once seemed effortless in youth, stepping into the shower, standing under warm water, or getting out of a bathtub, turns into a strenuous task with age. As muscles lose strength, joints stiffen, and endurance wanes, these simple actions become incredibly taxing. Reducing the frequency of baths not only helps protect delicate skin and lower the risk of falls, but also preserves vital energy, turning bathing into a more sustainable and less overwhelming routine. Bathing requires more physical effort than many realize, and JAMA's findings explain this with sobering detail. Simply standing in the shower for 10 to 15 minutes can strain the heart, especially for those with cardiovascular problems or poor blood circulation. Warm water causes blood vessels to expand, which can drop blood pressure, leading to dizziness or lightheadedness, dangerous sensations in a slippery environment. Breathing in the steamy air poses another challenge. Individuals with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or weak lungs may find themselves gasping for breath during what should be a relaxing experience. For millions of seniors who have arthritis, nearly half of those over 65, according to the CDC, every motion becomes painful. Bending to clean the feet, reaching to wash the back, or even holding onto soap can ignite joint pain, turning a bath into a painful ordeal. Getting in and out of the tub is another difficult hurdle, requiring balance and physical strength that may have faded over time. Conditions like neuropathy can reduce foot sensitivity, increasing the risk of slips and falls. After the bath, the process isn't over. Drying off, reaching difficult areas, and getting dressed consume any remaining energy, often leaving seniors too fatigued to continue with their day. JAMA cites cases where this post-bathing exhaustion disrupts daily life. Some individuals may skip meals, avoid social interaction, or fall asleep prematurely because they are worn out. For seniors living with frailty or chronic fatigue, daily bathing can push them into a cycle of depletion, gradually reducing their ability to live independently. On the other hand, reducing the frequency of baths, perhaps to once or twice a week, can offer real benefits. Using assistive tools like shower chairs or handheld nozzles can make the process easier and more energy efficient. This allows seniors to save their strength for more fulfilling activities like spending time with grandchildren, enjoying hobbies, or engaging socially. Studies support these changes, showing that seniors who bathe less often report feeling less tired and having better overall moods. This implies that conserving physical energy not only helps with mobility, but also contributes positively to emotional well-being. For older adults, fewer baths aren't about giving something up. They're a deliberate strategy to stay energized and maintain quality of life. If you're still engaged with this video and find the information useful, please leave a comment with the number 3 below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, now's the time. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with valuable content like this that's designed to educate and empower you. Now let's move on to a new perspective. Good hygiene isn't only about taking baths. One of the most important shifts in thinking is understanding that hygiene does not necessarily mean taking a full-body bath. This is especially liberating for seniors, as the belief that cleanliness requires a daily soak is more a cultural myth than a scientific necessity. Modern alternatives demonstrate that staying clean, healthy, and dignified doesn't require stepping into a tub. Options like wet wipes, regular hand washing, Consistent oral care, clean clothing, and routine grooming offer effective hygiene without the risks of daily bathing. This isn't about lowering hygiene standards. It's about adapting them to meet the physical realities of aging. Each of these methods provides practical, efficient self-care. Pre-moistened wipes allow for quick and gentle cleaning of key areas, like underarms, groin, and face, where sweat and bacteria commonly gather. These wipes are soft on sensitive skin, don't need rinsing, and don't require standing or balancing. Hand washing remains a critical tool for preventing illness, especially since our hands constantly come into contact with surfaces and our faces. It cleans effectively without needing a full body wash. Oral care is another key aspect that's often overlooked, but extremely important. Brushing, flossing, and using mouthwash not only improve breath, but also help prevent infection and illness. Wearing fresh, breathable clothing every day helps wick away moisture and prevent odors, while quick grooming, such as brushing hair or using dry shampoo, maintains a neat appearance. Deodorants and light body sprays can round out a hygiene routine, offering cleanliness and confidence without the effort of a bath. This tailored approach is more than convenient. It can be life-changing. For seniors facing physical limitations or environmental obstacles, imagine an elderly person with shaky hands or bad knees struggling with a shower head. Instead, a quick wipe down or clean shirt is a manageable alternative. In colder regions, where cold bathrooms and wet hair can lead to shivering or even pneumonia, using a warm cloth or dry shampoo is safer and far more comfortable. These simple solutions beat the risks of a full bath in such conditions. Research supports this transition. Studies in geriatric care reveal that seniors who use these alternatives feel just as clean and socially acceptable as those who bathe daily. They also report fewer skin issues and less fatigue, which enhances overall well-being. This method of hygiene also offers a dignity-preserving advantage, especially for those with caregivers. It allows seniors to maintain personal hygiene on their terms rather than sticking to a rigid daily schedule. Hygiene is more about personalized routines than excessive use of soap and water. Ultimately, for seniors over 70, the long-held belief that daily bathing is essential for health may be doing more harm than good. The evidence is compelling. Frequent baths can lead to dry, itchy, or cracked skin, increase the risk of falling, and deplete limited energy reserves. The body, surprisingly, has its systems, like helpful bacteria and natural skin shedding, that function better when not constantly disrupted. All of these factors suggest a clear shift. Fewer baths, perhaps 1 or 2 each week, tailored to the individual's needs, could lead to healthier skin, fewer safety risks, and a better quality of life. This recommendation isn't just a guess. Leading experts in dermatology and elder care back it. Organizations like the American Geriatric Society, the New England Journal of Medicine, and JAMA have all shared data supporting reduced bathing routines. They emphasize that bathing less frequently protects rather than compromises health. The benefits are clear. Skin stays softer, mornings are more pleasant, and energy can be directed toward things that bring joy rather than dread. This is not about abandoning hygiene, but rather reinventing it. Replacing baths with wipes or swapping soaks for clean clothes helps seniors maintain cleanliness in a more manageable way. Personalization is key. A healthy, active senior may need more frequent care than someone who is bedbound, and factors like climate or medical conditions must be considered. That's why it's essential to speak with a healthcare professional, whether for yourself or someone you care for, to find the right balance. Medical advice tailored to personal needs helps ensure that hygiene routines are both effective and sustainable. Who would have thought that skipping a bath could improve your well-being? This is a quiet but powerful revolution in self-care, challenging outdated practices and offering a smarter, safer path forward. For seniors, it's a way to reduce risk, conserve energy, and embrace a more vibrant, intentional approach to aging. Less bathing doesn't mean less care. It means more thoughtful care. And that's a truth well worth embracing. So there you have it. The surprising reality of how often seniors should bathe after 70, and why less might mean more when it comes to health, safety, and comfort. We've explored how frequent baths can damage the skin, lead to falls, and leave the body exhausted, while showing that natural bodily functions and expert advice support cutting back. Now it's your turn. What did you learn about senior hygiene that made you think differently? Take a moment to reflect and share the insight that stood out to you. Maybe you're ready to replace daily showers with wipes, focus more on hand washing, or shift your understanding of what cleanliness means as we age. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening topics like this. Your support means everything, and we look forward to bringing you more smart, healthy living tips. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one.